Can we preserve nature with the modern blockchain technology? Well, yes, we can. That's what we are doing in our land and CryptoPoint Capital Management. We created a security token that is deeply linked to the land. So the land can nourish the token, and the token can support back the land and the ecosystem that we created so far. Imagine a digital currency that is supporting local communities and local lands that can grow the good food you can have in your table and eat day by day.
Why do you think people should invest in CryptoPoint tokens?
I'm not in the position of giving out financial advice. It's not my role. What I can say is that we see that cryptocurrency has been adopted so far, and what was at the beginning an interest only for the short term, just to get easily get a positive return, now is changing. People are interested in the long run, are looking for something that can store the value in the long run. So we see, for example, that the inflation problem that is hitting many countries, or has been hitting many countries in the past years, has been addressed differently by the people in the world. So, for example, in Turkey, we see that because of the high inflation that is hitting the currency of the state, there is a very high adoption of the cryptocurrency among the population. We realize that it's like a bit more than 25%, which is pretty huge for a country. And people are interested in using and adopting cryptocurrency because they think they want it to store a value that the fiat currency that they have is not able to store anymore. We see that this is happening also in the Western countries, where the early adopters that were, let's say, fan of this new approach, then were together with the people that were only with a speculative mindset. And now, even in those countries, we see that people are interested in using the cryptocurrency as an asset, as a way to store value in the long run. Because of the post-COVID period inflation, for example, this happened both in the US, but also in Europe, in general, let's say in the Western countries. So what we see that having a security token, not just a cryptocurrency, but something that is digital and with the value that is linked one-to-one with the land, that is finite. So it's something that we cannot print more land, it's not possible. And also with a maximum supply that is given, is part of the technology and cannot be changed by a simple decision of the board, is something that will be appreciated by the market, especially will be appreciated by those who are interested in having in their portfolio a security token that can store the value in the long run. Plus, another thing that is very important is that this token is deeply linked to an ecosystem that we are defining, and this ecosystem is enhancing what, for example, agricultural land has been given us for centuries, and at the same time the real estate model of our land. So it's not a simple token that is there to store the value, like gold. You cannot grow anything on gold, but it's something that is deeply part of a model that will grow and will give benefit for both the shareholders, but all the people around, for example, the local community where the land is located, that can keep growing, for example, amazing olive trees and keep producing very high quality food like olive oil. So that's the reason why we think that the CryptoPoint token XCPT is and will be highly appreciated by the market and by the people.
What do you expect the value of XCPT CryptoPoint will be in 1 or 2 years?
I'm not giving you a prediction at the moment, but there are some statistics we can consider that could be a good answer to this question. First of all, we see that more and more people in the world are interested in having good quality food. Processed food is very well known for heating and having a bad influence on our health. So that's the reason why we have this big driver of people interested in eating better than in the past. The second thing, we see that the population keeps growing. We are more than 8 billion. So we need to feed those people, and we have more and more people interested in having good quality food. And at the same time, which is the paradox, we see that for land, agricultural land, is less and less available because a lot of farms are closing because of many different factors. So those drivers, since the CryptoPoint XCPT token is deeply linked to the land, those drivers will support the price in the future. And we define a fair value because in the constitution of the company, we define that 0.306, I'm saying 0.0006 euro per one XCPT is the fair value, is the basement under which the company won't sell any token into the market. And based on also the other three factors I mentioned before, we are expecting that the price from this base could simply grow. Our goal is to take off 2 zeros out of this number in the next futures. I'm not making any promise about the timeline of this, but that's the goal of the company. And we know that the market will support us because of the link to the land, and also because we will be able to create and grow our community of adopters.